friends, hello everyone. Chef Vina Ivlev with Chef Channel. You write, Chef, please make chicken noodles. And why not? I always read the comments very carefully, even reading between the lines. So, if you want me to keep reading, do simple, basic things. Like hit the bell and of course subscribe and you will all get chicken noodles. Well, they will be coming anyway. Now I will prepare it for you to be continued. First of all, I will show you quick chicken broth recipe. It takes only 40 minutes and you will lick your fingers. I will prepare it all using chicken breast. I will boil it and show you how to keep it juicy. Go. Half an onion and a carrot. The color of the broth depends on how much we fry the onion and carrot. If you want it light, don't add them at all. Let's head to the stove. I still have onion and carrot left on the table. We will make a sauté, a real sauté. We'll talk about this a bit later, so I advise you to watch the recipe until the end. Otherwise, you won't understand how to get the maximum enjoyment from the noodles. I gently rinsed the chicken breast and immediately placed it in cold water. What am I doing here? In a dry skillet, I placed the onion and chopped carrot. The more you fry them, the darker the broth will be. I immediately salt the broth a teaspoon so that the chicken breast also has its flavor. How do I cook the broth? At an aggressive temperature, I bring the water in which I will have both the vegetables and the chicken to a boil. Cold water. Everything will start to rise and boil now, and I will collect the protein that is on top. I bring it to a boil, then reduce the heat and let it simmer for 35 minutes. And then, the broth is rich. I won't roast this whole thing to hyper blackness. I will also do the proper sautéing. It will give a golden color. I turn it off. Onion, oops, is gone. Swimming carrot, the same. Like this, we bring it to a boil, and then I start to remove it. The sautéed onion and carrot should be thin and properly fried. So we will cut it into feathers. It's better to try to make it thinner. This, I understand, is a real chef's knife. For those who are not aware, just so you know, this is my knife. Yes, yes, yes. I opened a store in Fimmel City, so welcome. Buy the Iblusha BY Home Kitchen brand, and believe me, your life will become much more interesting and tastier. I'm adding the carrot. I chop the onion and put it right here. Now, as for the carrot needs to be cut with these actions, no need to rush. We need a nice, beautiful, and appealing julienne to the dish, which enhances the presentation and makes it more visually attractive. Like this. In general, you are aware that chicken is considered a happiness hormone. Drink chicken broth and eat chicken noodles, chicken wings, and drumsticks. Well, agree that it's tasty, simple, inexpensive, and your mood immediately starts to lift. Do you agree with this, my friends? And you know what? Leave me some funny stories. In the comments related to the dish you made from this happiness hormone. For the 5 most interesting, vivid stories, I will, of course, be happy to give away this knife. I am starting to prepare the most important part, the noodles. 250 grams of flour. Immediately a small amount of salt. I immediately add vegetable oil and we start gradually mixing in the flour like this. It's not difficult to make, but you need to sweat a little, as they say. Now, nothing supernatural. We just simply mix in this whole story in a simple manner. You can add a small amount of water, just a tiny bit. And that's how it is. Of course, you can choose not to do this. Fortunately, there is now such a variety of fresh pasta in stores, just like dry pasta. Dry pasta can be stored as long as you want. Well, the simple pasta that is sold, and fresh pasta, which is usually sold in refrigerators. In a carbonated package, it has a very short shelf life. It should, of course, be eaten very quickly, and it usually cooks for 4 minutes. Dry pasta can cook for up to 25 minutes. Time is up. Here it is. The egg white has risen. We gently fold it in. That's it. We set it to the lowest heat and let it simmer for 35 minutes. The dough is ready. I will cover it for now so it doesn't dry out or get stale, because now ADAC is at the stove. Make a real sauté. I will say right away there will be a lot of oil. Not all of this oil will go into the soup. I will strain it through a sieve. All the excess will drain away, and the sauté we need will remain. Do not heat the oil too much. We throw in the onion and carrot. I am frying them in vegetable oil for now. I have butter ready. Here is the broth. You may notice that it looks like tears. The broth is cloudy. How can we fix it to make it clear? First, try to strain it through a waffle towel. Specifically, waffle towel. You can do an experiment. Grate a tomato and place it on the waffle towel. A clear liquid with the taste of tomato will drain, and all the red pulp will remain accordingly in the towel. The second point, if you have cloudy broth, turn off the burner, pour in the egg white, turn the burner back on, and wait. The egg white will start to rise and collect everything, and you will have a foam on top, just like cappuccino. The same is done with minced meat when preparing meat broths. They take just classic minced meat, drop it into water, and then wait for it to cook and rise to the top. But in extreme cases, when they could afford it, especially fish broths were clarified with red caviar. When the onion and carrot became soft and tender, then in comes the butter, a lot of butter, so that everything now drowns in this. And here, in this frying oil, I won't hesitate to say our sauté is frying in a mixture of 2 oils. So here it is. And the carrot and onion. Now is the moment when you want to take this and put it on a piece of black bread and sprinkle some salt on top. I take it and drain it in a sieve. And now, my friends, I have a truly professional sauté. So the sauté is ready. Let's go to the table to cut the noodles. Return to the dough. First, we need to roll it out a bit. Eight hours later. Thickness depends accordingly on you. What do you want? Of course, there are machines. You lower it and it cuts everything. What if you don't have it? The chef's tools come into play. So you rolled it out, and that's why you twist it like this. Next, we take a good knife, and here we go. Also need to know how to chop. Look at what we have here. You can safely place it in some tray, cover it with plastic wrap, and put it in the refrigerator. It will last for 3 days, no more. After all, there is egg in it. If you want it to last longer, then of course you need to dry it at a temperature of 30-40 degrees. So I take it again. We carefully twist it, and then there's no trick, just the skill of chopping with precision and care. Huh? Can you do that? Well done. I put the water on to boil the noodles. In the meantime, the vegetables, I start to discard them. Rather, fish them out, because the boiling process is complete. Wow, absolutely love the smell of boiled chicken. So I immediately take 1 chicken breast into the container. The second chicken breast is for you, so you understand that time has passed. And the chicken breast is fully boiled. Look how juicy it is, you see? So what should we do? How to store it? I place the breast in the container while it's still warm. I lightly coat the top with butter and close it. That's it. It will cool down completely there, and you will always have juicy chicken breast. You can, of course, break it down into layers, or you can just take it and cut it. See, it even falls apart. Look at this chicken broth. First of all, it's clear. Secondly, it has color. I'm adding our sautéed mixture here. I'm adding the cooked noodles here. As for the broth, you definitely need to taste it. Just a little bit of salt, just a minimal amount, as they say, a minimal amount. The most important thing is not to eat all the chicken. I love cold chicken. I don't know about you, but I think this is the most delicious product. If you agree, write to me. I have a treat for you. This noodle can be used as pasta or for making Pan Asian dishes. Take it, boil it, and then add it to the prepared sauce. I have already shown several recipes on Ivlev Chef Chenovo, but if you forgot something, no problem. Write in the comments which noodles you would like me to prepare. And I will gladly prepare Mongolian, Chinese, Thai, Pan-Asian, whatever you want. Noodles themselves were cut into 4 centimeters during Soviet times. Well, it was probably for comfort, but time has passed. If we use long noodles, we end up with lagman. You know, right, that lagman has special noodles. They are quite long, and it's both a soup and a hot dish. It's the same here. If you want to look good, you can eat hot. Good food once a day. You will recharge your energy, and you won't need to munch on chebureks, belyashi, and everything else. You will be as slender as a cypress. So it's your choice how you want to cut the noodles for your soup. Only you, no one else. My friends, well, If you spend 40 minutes a day preparing a tasty dish, you will ensure yourself a good mood. On top, a chicken breast and, of course, His Majesty chicken broth. My friends, come, chicken noodles. And now the most climactic moment. It's time to taste. When the time comes, you need to try the noodles and broth. The life-giving liquid is flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. Guys, live in harmony with your body, and may you have the harmony of happiness. Until our next tasty meeting. Bye-bye.